Now I want to introduce you to the mental model. And the mental model will give us some overview how the relationship between the mind and the pure awareness is, and how quantum entrainment helps us in this way. And as within the material world, I'm going to draw here the line. As you know, below we have pure awareness, and now above we have the mind and everything which goes up in our mind. And if you remember, I'm going to draw this wavy line here, which represents our daily thinking, thoughts after thoughts after thoughts. We call it also the common consciousness, and that actually can be seen as the surface of the sea, where we are struggling, where it could be once quite nicely, flat sea, nice weather, we can be happy, but on the other side we can also be very stormy, and waves will break over us, and we will be quite emotional. So this is all about the consciousness. Now, if we look now, or when we were aware on pure awareness, have you recognized that thoughts are coming just spontaneously again? They reappear. You didn't ask yourself, now, when is my next thought coming in this regard that, please, next thought. So actually they come up from pure awareness, and they come up as within the material world. It's very fine here, very delicate, then a little bit more concrete, until they get, up to the level where the mind is catching it up and say, oh, wait a minute, I had a thought. But the thought was before. Even scientific experiments have shown that before we realize that we have a thought, it's about half a second before that the thought is present in the whole system, which can be actually measured. Now, if these thoughts are coming up, and you remember when we were talking about the material world, where we said, that the level of energy is becoming more and more in this direction, also in order. So it's the same also here, that on this level we have the weakest level of energy, and also less ordered one. And the lower we are going here, the stronger the thoughts will come. Now, if we are on a daily consciousness, what happens? Very often we try, and we feel that by having some discomfort, that something is missing. And what is the mind doing? He is looking outward, and he tries to find the solution in the outer world, and mainly it's done by material wishes, but also emotional wishes. That could be financial aspects, it could be house, it could be also relationship, it could be confidence in life, and all these type of things. Now, we have found out when we were getting aware about pure awareness that during that moment we were in that gap where we were aware about this nothing. We were also having recognized that there is no fear, there is no issues and problems about bills you have to pay, the kids, we all have covered that. So If we are aware on pure awareness, we are not dealing with the daily issues here. And that's exactly what QE is doing. QE, and actually the word doing is actually not the right word. It brings the mind from the common consciousness to become aware onto pure awareness. And I would even say it's not even a technique, it's a process which brings these two together. And now, if we become aware on pure awareness and look the thing from pure awareness standpoint of view, then we are connecting actually the mind with the pure awareness. So in this regard, if we get aware on pure awareness is taking over. And that's also something I like very much with this technique or process. First of all, we don't have to do anything. We just have to become aware of pure awareness, and we are done. Afterwards, we are doing nothing. So, actually, it's then pure awareness who's taking over. It's, I would even say, the wisdom of pure awareness, which then lets things happen on this screen. It's actually the same as here. It doesn't matter if it is something which we can see with our sense, which is material, which goes out here, comes out of the nothing, out of pure awareness, or if it is our thoughts, our emotion. And by the way, by thoughts we can actually summarize everything which belongs under mental activity. That could be concepts, that could be emotions, that could be ideas, that could be anything we are in connection with the mind. So if you compare the two models, they are quite similar. And actually, as we have seen, that we have found out that we are not our thoughts. And perhaps also some of you are with me that also we are not the material body, we are more than that. And this is linked or sourced in pure awareness. And we can also use some analogy which other philosophers are using. It's called the cinema analogy. That means this is the screen actually of life where the movie is projected on. Yeah? And the light, which is pure awareness, and the film here, you can even say the film of our life, is projected on the screen. And now what happens if you are sitting in a movie and you are getting attached to the movie? Then you're getting actually emotionally attached to the characters, to the players in the movie, if they are getting hurt, if they fall in love, if they divorce or whatever, or someone dies. So perhaps you have all realized in past, if you're looking to such movies, that you're focusing and you're getting part of it. And that's exactly what also happens during daily life, that we are disconnected where we are really, what is really our source. And that's the level where suffering will occur. Namely, then when we find out that there is missing something, that we try to make it complete again, and instead of somehow remembering who we are trying to do it in the outward. And the really nice thing about QE is, since it is not only so simple and easy, and by the way, everyone, as you, just can do it. The only thing, you have to become aware, or you have to have some awareness. And if you become aware of pure awareness, then it's done. So I don't have to know anything. What's going on wrong here? What's going on also on the material world? If I have pain or I'm suffering, I don't have to know anything. Pure awareness will, if I'm getting aware out of it, will do the rest of it. And you will see when we go now into the demonstration, I also will ask you to come along with me during that demonstration. We do some emotional but also some physical issue we will handle, that you will feel that there is a change. And without knowing your different issues, you will then recognize that there will be a change.